Hello, everybody. My name's Rick McCutcheon, and this is PartnerTalks. We have a return guest today, John Siefert. Tell the folks who you are and what you do.
Well, thanks so much, Rick, for having me. Gang, I am the CEO of Dynamic Communities. I've been here since Q4 of 2020.
Okay, John, and I've got to say, when you came here in Q4 2020 to run our community, it was a bit of a tough time. COVID had taken a big chunk out of it. And I remember you coming in, and I think you've got it all turned around now. So tell the folks a little bit about the community and what your organization does.
Well, thank you very much for saying that. And it was funny, gang. As a whole bunch of folks know, when I got here, Rick, the second inning of COVID-19, right? So it was a little crazy there at that time. But boy, I fell in love with this community. I fell in love with the opportunity that Dynamic Communities had to try to rebuild things after some tough times there during COVID and all that sort of stuff. And just to take a step back and up real quick, Dynamic Communities is really the largest independent innovation, education, and training platform for the Microsoft AI business solutions ecosystem. And we do that in a few different ways. We do it globally through the Dynamics Communities website, where we've got tips, tricks, tutorials, and how-tos created for the community totally for free. In fact, we have 26 folks that contribute content to that site. A number of folks like Rick, like MVPs that are out there leading so much of the great innovation within the platforms. And that whole site is organized by Microsoft platform. So every week there's different videos and articles and such that folks create there. On the national side, we've got 3 national events. We've got the Agent and Copilot Summit that runs every March in San Diego, the Partner Executive Summit that runs over the summer. And then we've got the Community Summit North America event, which is really the biggest one that we do, that runs every fall in the October timeframe. Regionally, we've got road shows. We do about 24 road shows a year in different cities to try to bring folks together, kind of bring the premise of Summit North America to them, as opposed to always them having to come to where the event is. And then finally, we've got our Learners platform, which was launched about a little over a year ago, that enables folks to create local meetings based in their geographies to get together and shoot the breeze on some of the big stuff going on.
So there's a lot going on in what we used to call business applications, and a lot of folks look to your organization not only for a network and a place to belong, but for education. And I wanted to make sure I got you on this week on Partner Talks, because you have 2 big events that I love coming up. And the first one, let's talk about the AI Business Solutions Partner Executive Summit 2026. And before you start, John, I got to tell you, I was there last year, and it was a who's who from Microsoft on business applications, speaking and engaging and walking around talking to everybody, and a who's who in the partner ecosystem. I got to tell you, every partner that really mattered, but everyone that was there that was significant in our ecosystem had senior executives there. So I was quite impressed. So tell us, what are you going to do in 2026?
Well, thank you for that backdrop on it, Rick. Yeah, it's funny because we started this event as a pre-conference at Community Summit North America, like 5 years ago, just to try to help connect some of the folks from Microsoft with some of the folks in the community, in the partner community, to try to kind of break down some walls, right? Because it can always be a little tough if you're a leader and a partner to connect in with some folks over at Microsoft, and vice versa, for Microsoft to connect in with leaders in the partner community. So we launched it as a pre-conference, did that for a couple of years, and then we said, boy, there's a lot of interest around this premise of kind of an immersion into the big priorities and that kind of thing. So 3 years ago, we launched the standalone event in the summer. And the kind of neat part about that, Rick, was we aligned it with the new fiscal year from Microsoft. So I think most folks know Microsoft's fiscal year starts on July 1st. So we said, boy, what if we can take that immersion idea and actually align it with the new fiscal year, when so many things have the potential to change from Microsoft, right, for the partners. So we said, hey, we're going to create this as an immersion into the new fiscal year. We did it, they're now going into our third year of being a standalone event. Every year it's gotten a little bit bigger and that type of thing, which is neat. But the idea this year is to take it from the 24-hour immersion that it's been for the last couple of years and extend it a little bit. So now it's a 36-hour immersion into the new fiscal year. It'll run July 29 to 30 at the Hyatt Regency Lake Washington, just outside Seattle and Renton. Beautiful venue and such. We kind of outgrew the Bellevue Hilton that we were out before that you were at with us last year, Rick, so that we could have a little bit more elbow room for folks. And golly, this year got a heck of a great lineup. I think each year the lineup's gotten a little bit better, or a little bit more pronounced. But this year, folks from Microsoft, folks like Georg Glanschnig, who's now running all of the Dynamics 365 business from BC to finance and supply chain and more. We've got Mike Morton, who is, I think we all know from his Business Central, like massive success and that kind of thing, now moving into some new roles around Dynamics 365 sales and the like, doing doing one of the keynotes there. Cecilia Flombaum, who we all know in the partner ecosystem. James Olenek, who is works really closely with Ray Smith, who kind of created the whole Agent 365 platform and the like. And now James going to be doing one of the keynotes on, hey, what is that Agent 365 opportunity for partners? And what does that mean in this new agentic world we're living in and such? And a number of other folks from Microsoft going to be a part of the program. But then the other thing, and Rick, you kind of nailed it when you said, hey, some of the who's who sort of folks of the partner channel, we've got some really neat programs this year where we've got something we're calling Optimal Customer Case Study. Where we've got one of the leading systems integrators discussing how they work with one of the leading ISVs to dazzle a customer. So we've got about 5 of those sessions that are going to go on to talk about, boy, how did those relationships start and how did they really come together and create something amazing for the customers? One of the other ones, and we did this last year as a panel discussion. This year, we're actually turning it into a roundtable discussion that everybody in the audience gets to tune into. So we're going to have 10 of the largest partners in the channel up on stage. Terry Petrozalko, who I think many know from his Tektura days and that type of stuff, he's going to be leading this roundtable discussion again this year, but it's going to be all about how AI is redefining business models inside the partners. So we'll have 8 of the leading SIs, right, that are in the category. So RSM, Velocio, TMC, Sikich, Western Computer, and others up there on stage. Folks like Mike Gillis from RSM and Tom Patterson from BDO and others like that on stage, talking about how their businesses are actually changing, not just how they're working with customers with AI, but how their business models are actually shifting to adopt to this new kind of AI era that we're all working in. And then a couple of the leading ISVs up there as well. So Truvio, for example, kind of this new kind of combined sign-up software and dynamic web and SK Soft. We're gonna have one of the executives, Annalise, from that organization up there. And then LAC, who many of us know from Binary Stream, talking about how AI is really shifting their business models, but super excited for that roundtable discussion. And then the other little thing I'll mention there, Rick, is the testing category and the quality control category of ISVs that's out there. That has just seen so much evolution in the last couple of years. LeapWork has always been one of the leaders in this category and such, but you've seen folks like Elevate 365 and the TestSmart and others really kind of coming into this category saying, boy, we're going to help you in this new AI world figure out what that testing looks like and how these things need to be really prepared for a massive deployment of an AI plus ERP kind of environment that folks are living in. So we're gonna have a really cool panel discussion with all the really CEO level leaders from each one of those organizations or head of product within those organizations, along with Paul Langowski from BDO, leading a discussion on what this new quality assurance world really looks like. So some really neat stuff that's going to be in the program this year.
So John, I got to tell you that you hit on some really important topics there, but I think what really wraps it around and what I found last year was in the room, there's some great topics. In the hallway, it's tribal knowledge. right? Once you get in that hallway and you get into these conversations with people that are really doing it and people that are running businesses and doing it, which is a much, much different. Like, where do I make a profit where I don't make a profit, right? What's difficult? What's difficult for my people? Where am I going to get the resources, right? What can you do to help me that I can? And this was key to me last year, was someone's talking to me about something, and I just said, I just talked to somebody about that. Come on over here, I'll introduce you. And that went on for the 24 hours we were there, was just, partner to partner. It was fantastic.
And those things happen. I love the fact that you talked about like that hallway kind of discussion, right? Because a lot of times what happens is somebody might say something, like Georg might say something on stage, right? Or this partner might say something on stage. That then starts a conversation at the table, right? And then all of a sudden that table goes into the hallway, and then 3, 4, 5 other people end up joining that conversation. And that's what I love about this kind of event renaissance that we're living in right now, Rick, because you can't get that with AI, right? You can't get that with a virtual event or those sorts of things. You get that when you're in person with people and you actually are shooting the breeze on something that really matters. And then all of a sudden you start figuring out, how do we work together on some of those things, right? How do we go dazzle this customer? How do we dazzle that customer? How do we maybe, look at could 1 + 1 actually equal 3 as we go through this, as we go through some of these things together. So I think it's such an amazing point.
So John, we've only got a few minutes left today, and we've covered the partner conference. We're going to put all the URLs into the post. People will be able to easily find them. But I think it's important we talk about Nashville, because we're back in Nashville again, and we're very excited about this. It's a load of fun at a Nashville event, and your event, Community Summit, I'm sure you're going to be well over 5,000 people. And it's not just partners, it's partners, customers, and Microsoft coming together. So talk a little bit about what we've got in store for Summit.
You got it. So we're October 11 to 15 at the Gaylord Opryland there in beautiful Nashville. 2 things I'll mention real quick, because I know we don't have mountains of time. So as Rick mentioned, this event, we call it connecting the 4 points of light in the Microsoft AI and business applications ecosystem. The creators at Microsoft, the partners bringing these solutions to market every single day, the buyers who are investing in those platforms, and the users who put them to work every day. We will have over 600 education sessions that are running throughout the program, all organized by Microsoft platform. We'll have general sessions on the major platforms from Microsoft, so Finance and Supply Chain, Agent and Copilot, Business Central, Power Platform, and more. And we're doing something pretty neat this year, Rick, where we've actually rented out the entire Grand Ole Opry on Wednesday night for the community. And we're going to have a private concert just for everybody that's attending Community Summit North America with a band called Diamond Rio, one of the Hall of Famers there at the Grand Ole Opry, singing for all of us in the community for a great way to wrap up Community Summit this year.
Absolutely. So John, again, we'll post everything in the notes, show notes, and make sure people can find that. But I look forward to getting together with you at the Partner Conference and again at Summit in Nashville.
Can't wait to see you, Rick. And thank you so much for having me be a part of the legendary Partner Talks podcast here with the man himself, Mr. Rick McCutcheon.
Thank you, John, and I'm sure we'll be back to talk more about community in the future. Have a great day.
Can't wait.
Bye for now.